Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? It's Richard Quill. This week I want to talk about why we should stop shaming ourselves and other people. Before I dive into it, I need to break it down into two different sections of shame. So the first one is shaming ourselves or other people when it doesn't align with our values or ethics. And there's also shaming when it does align with our values or ethics, but other people tell us that it's the wrong thing to do. Therefore, we should feel shameful. Okay, so the first one is, let's talk about why we should stop feeling shame when something breaks our ethics or our ethics and values. So if, let's say we do something like we cheat on a test. So we cheat on a test, we cheat on someone else, or maybe we're breaking some sort of rule that we've set for ourselves. And when we do that, I think it's important to, instead of feeling shame for ourselves, like, oh, Richard, you're such a loser. Why did you do that? Why did you cheat on that person? Or why did you cheat on that test? Instead of doing that, what we need to do is be like, hey, look, you cheated on this person, or you cheated on that test, or you did something that went against your ethics and values. Look, that was in the past. Forgive yourself and be like, hey, I'm only human. What can I do going forward to improve myself? It's not an easy thing to do, but it's what we get to do to be better. So again, shame, when we shame ourselves, that doesn't do anything for us besides, yes, prevent us from wanting to do things, but it's not the right way, in my opinion, on how to handle the situation. Because if we're shaming ourselves, it's saying, hey, no, don't do that, that's a bad thing to do. That's not the point. We're not trying to prevent ourselves, to hold ourselves back from doing something. What we want to do is we want to change our mindset of, like the actions that we should do. So instead of focusing on preventing the negative, why don't we focus on improving the positive? So how do we change the way we do things to do it better? So that's when shame is, goes against our ethics and values. Okay. The second part that I want to talk about is shame when we feel shameful when it does align with our ethics and values. And oftentimes this is seen when someone tells us something like, hey, yo, you, dude, why you still playing Pokemon? Like, that's what losers do. And then you feel shameful because you're doing something. Just an example. You feel shameful for doing something that you want to do, and you've like given yourself permission to do it. But then now someone's like objecting, like what your values and your ethics are, and you feel bad because someone else said something. Other people are going to have their own opinions, and there's no reason to feel shame when other people say something that goes against what you believe, because look, you have your own set of values and principles. And I guess at the end of the day, like the straight up message is like, don't worry about what other people think about you. Other people are going to think whatever the heck they want to think, and what really matters is what you think about yourself. So never feel, if you're doing something that's aligned with your values and your ethics authentically, then don't worry about what other people think. Just you do you, and let them do them. That's it. So shame, again, why should we let go of shame? Why should we stop shaming ourselves and other people? Because it's not healthy for ourselves. It's when we shame ourselves or other people, all it just says like, hey, no, you're doing something wrong. And it's not teaching people how to do something right. You're just telling yourself, stop doing this thing wrong. So let's stop focusing on the negative. Let's stop shaming and focus on, okay, what can we do better? Or is this aligned with my own values and morals and things like that, and ethics? Like, is it okay for me to do certain things? That's what I have for this week. Please drop down below like any questions that you have around ethics, morals, shaming, and is there something that you feel shameful for doing, or do you shame other people for doing it? And is there something that you feel like you want to change about yourself? Just comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer all the questions. If not, the best way to have questions answered as well is just shoot me an email, richard@richardquo.com, and I will answer all those because I get a lot of comments, so I'm just doing my best to respond to all of them. All right. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned and catch me on Facebook 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. I have links in the description, all that good stuff. All right. Love you all. Thank you so much. Take care. Peace. 2 things I want to mention this week. The first one is if you're trying to achieve a dream that you have, the first one is we need to stop focusing on our past and focus on the future. So oftentimes, like let's say we have a dream of, I'm just going to use my own personal example.